3, 2, 1, and liftoff! Hey Internet, my name is Abby and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program on Wings. After the crew of the Duna landing mission landed on Ike on the last episode, it's now time to launch the next set of satellites into space. And yeah, so we have just seen the liftoff of our powerful space launch system, and now it's once again time for the new way of performing a gravity turn, or the more realistic way of performing a gravity turn in Kerbal Space Program. And yeah, this is all the time so amazing to have this new aerodynamic going on. And well, we are getting closer to the moment that our solid rocket boosters will run out of fuel, so I can throttle up the liquid fuel engine and I can now jettison them. Okay, very good, very good. And yeah, now we are already at an altitude of 10 kilometers. Very good, very good. So, well, as I said, today I am launching a new set of satellites. And well, my idea is to scan the moon and Minmus for ore. And so today we will be flying out to the moon and we will be flying out to Minmus. And I'm really looking forward to this mission because I think this is really a cool idea to scan now both moons for ore and to, well, maybe prepare the drilling operation on the surface of one of these two moons. This would be really cool, and maybe I can combine this even with a contract. This would be really cool because there are now these contracts of gathering some ore from a certain celestial body, and this would be really cool if I can combine this. And well, I do have also other missions going, or other contracts going on. I think I have to build a surface outpost on the moon. I have to build a space station around Minmus, and yeah, maybe I will start a drilling operation on the surface of the moon together with the idea of building, or with the contract of building, a new surface outpost. We will see. Okay, now the central core booster is out of fuel, so I can jettison it. And how does my trajectory look like? 112 kilometers. I like to raise it a bit, so I can now start the upper stage and continue the burn. I like to raise my apoapsis to maybe a little bit more than 200 kilometers maybe. I think this is then a good altitude for for this mission we are launching right now. And okay, raising the apoapsis, very good, very good. And getting closer to the 200 kilometer mark. Maybe. Okay, 207. 207 is good. So I can set, as usual, a maneuver as a marker. And okay, now it's time to jettison the fairing, and there they are. These are my two new research satellites. I like to fly them to the moon and to Minmus in order to scan these two moons of Kerbal for ore and to see the ore distribution on these two moons. And yeah, so that's why I have prepared these two satellites, and I'm really happy about the fact that I was able to launch both satellites at once. This is always cool if you can launch two satellites at once. And okay, now we have to wait for 5.5 minutes until we reach our apoapsis. So in this case, I think it's time for a quick time warp to get closer to our apoapsis. And okay, come to a stop. Very good. Okay, now we can turn prograde, and it's time for our burn. Here we go. Orbit insertion burn. Okay, very good, very good. And there's our periapsis. Looking good, looking really good. And cut the engine. So, what is this? 201 by 216. Okay, this is good enough. This is good enough for our initial orbit to fly out to these two moons. And okay, we are still on the sunlight, and I think I can now deploy the first satellite. So I can deploy the satellite, and well, maybe I should turn the upper stage around so that these tiny solar arrays are pointing towards the sun and they are recharging my batteries. This is good. Okay, now I can switch over to this satellite. I can deploy the solar arrays of this satellite. Very good, very good. I'm using this time these 3x2 photovoltaic panels because I think this looks a little bit better for a satellite compared to these small, longish 1x6 solar arrays. And okay, the satellite is deployed. Now I like to rename this vessel. Yeah, probe is okay, but I like to change this to Moon Reconnaissance Probe. Okay, very good. Okay, this satellite or this probe will now fly out to the moon. And where the moon? The moon is over here, and we are here. So we need to wait until orbital sunrise. Okay, this is good. What is basically the mothership or the upper stage doing? This probe is now flying out to Minmus, and I like to set Minmus as my target because yeah, we are approaching the descending node. This is very good. So I can now add a maneuver, and I can start to change the inclination of the second probe so that it's already aligned with the inclination of Minmus. Okay, very good. And I hope I can use the upper stage of our space launch system in order to change the inclination. I hope it's still balanced enough, or my advanced reaction wheel module is powerful enough to keep the spacecraft straight. And oh dear, now we are... Oh, that's neat to see the other satellite in front of us. Okay, unfortunately we are now on the nighttime side. This is a little bit sad. A 12-second burn. Okay, so we can get a little bit closer, and now I can turn to easy toward the maneuver node, and here we go. I hope I can keep the thing straight here. Okay, the reaction wheels are powerful enough to keep the spacecraft straight, or more or less straight. This is good. This is really good. Easy, easy. And cut the engine. Okay, very good. So, what have we done? The inclination is... Okay, almost no inclination. This is good. So, I don't want to perform the trans-Minmus burn or trans-Minmus injection with this upper stage because this is a little bit too wonky. It was okay for the inclination change. But yeah, so now it's time to decouple and to release our next satellite. Okay, we are in the shadow of Kerbal, and this is a little problematic, but I like to extend these solar arrays, and I like to rename this vessel, and now it's the Minmus Reconnaissance Probe. Okay, very good. So, Minmus. Where is Minmus? Minmus is over there, and where is now Minmus? Minmus is there, so I think maybe I can perform the burn somewhere over here-ish. Let me see. Is this the right? Yeah. This is good. This is good. It's really good. Can I get this a little bit closer? Easy, easy, easy. Okay, there's something. I think I used the wrong thing of this maneuver node. Okay, easy, getting out. Okay, there is... Okay, the Minmus periapsis, 285 kilometers. I think this is good enough. Okay, this maneuver is coming up in 29 minutes. So the moon reconnaissance probe will have its maneuver at first. And now I can... Wait, can I... wait, before I will deorbit this stage, I think I will go over to... If I can find this, yeah, this one. I like to switch to this probe, and I like to prepare No, this is a Minmus. No, this is the wrong mission. I like to switch to this mission. Yeah, this is the right mission. Okay, now I like to fly out to the moon, so I can set the moon as my target, and I think it's somewhere next to the Terminator. So, at a maneuver over here. Easy, easy. Yeah, almost right. So, okay, I like to get this as close as possible, and okay, this is good. This is really good, coming up in 15 minutes, and yeah, it's after orbital sunrise. That's cool. So now we can perform the next time warp for our mission, for our moon reconnaissance probe. That's cool. Okay, we are back in the sunlight, so our batteries are recharging now. Very good. 3, 2, 1, easy. Okay, let's come to a stop. Now I can turn this around. I can activate the engine. And I'm not quite sure about the duration of the burn. The moon is rising, so I think I will start the burn now. It was a bit too early, but yeah, this is a good timing. Very good. So, the orb scanner for the moon is now performing its translunar injection burn. Very good, very good. Okay, this is cool. This is really cool. And yeah, the probe is pretty simple. Most of the probe is the huge FLT 400 fuel tank. Then I am using the RC001 as remote guidance unit as a probe core. I have to stay on track. And I'm using a small inline reaction wheel in order to keep this probe straight. I'm using a Z200 rechargeable battery bank, and of course the M700 survey scanner to scan the moon for, wait, what? For the abundance of ore. And okay, now this looks better. I can now reduce a bit. Very good, the periapsis. And now I need to get into a polar orbit. So I hope if I set the focus, oh dang, wait, can I like to, no, not science station, no, I want to focus Kerbal. Okay, this is good. I like to set up maybe a maneuver somewhere over here. And now I like to focus again, on the moon, because I like to arrive in a polar orbit. And can I do this over here? Well, this is relatively expensive to perform the burn out there. Will this be a little bit more efficient if I do this somewhere out here? Yeah, this is better. This is much better. Very good. And how do I get closer? Okay, this is good. So this looks already quite good, and moon periapsis 69 kilometers. This is good. So yeah, if I perform this burn, then I will arrive in a polar orbit around the moon. This is good. This is really good. Okay, so this is good. The next maneuver is coming up for the moon reconnaissance probe in 1 hour and 17 minutes. And now, okay, now, wow, it's getting really busy around Kerbal. Maybe I have at some point to deorbit a few of my satellites. And oh dear, I like now to moon Minmus. Switch to? Is this now the right probe or is this the wrong probe? No, this is the upper stage. Okay, this isn't so much a problem because, well, I can just deorbit the upper stage so that we can get rid of it and we don't have a space debris problem. Okay, periapsis is decreasing and it's gone. So, very good. We got rid of this, and now I like to switch to my Minmus reconnaissance mission. Okay, it's the exact same probe as the moon reconnaissance mission. And okay, we have 10 minutes to go until we can perform our Minmus injection burn. we are in our slight inclination, so we will not fly directly across Kerbal Space Center. It's somewhere over there. And okay, now I'm approaching the maneuver node or the maneuver, and now I can activate my engine. And okay, here we go. The next aura scanner is leaving Kerbin in order to fly it to Minmus so that we can scan Minmus for its aura distribution. That's cool, that's really cool. And well, I could have added a few more scientific instruments, but I have already scanned both celestial bodies, and so it's more important of having a scanner to look into the aura distribution of these celestial bodies. And I'd like to get this down almost to barometers per second so that I have completed the burn and cut the engine. Okay, very good. I hope I do have a Minmus encounter. Well, probably. Okay, no, I think I need once again a burn somewhere out here, or maybe even somewhere out there. Dang it. Yeah, let's say in 11 areas. And where's Minmus? There's Minmus. It should still be my target, and I like now to focus a view on Minmus, and we are not in a polar orbit right now, but I like to arrive there in a polar orbit. So, no, oh dang, this was wrong. I like to get this down. Okay, this is already more or less a polar orbit. This is good. No. Like this. It's a very, very short burn. Oh, I should have installed RCS on this probe in order to perform these small little maneuvers. Okay, I can bring this down a bit. 13 kilometers, maybe a bit higher. 28 kilometers. Okay, this is good. Yeah, maybe I should have installed an RCS on these probes in order to perform these small maneuver. 3.2 meters per second of burn. This is really short. Okay, and the next thing is our moon reconnaissance probe. So I like to switch over to it. And okay, we have a beautiful view over to Kerbin. Yeah, that's cool. It's really cool. Kerbal Space Center somewhere over there. We can see the desert, the great desert of Kerbin. And okay, next up is our small maneuver to change our trajectory so that we will arrive in some kind of polar orbit or polar trajectory. Okay, I can speed things up a bit more and easy. Don't overshoot. Okay, now it's time for the burn. Well, it's a little bit early, but we are out here in the middle between these two celestial bodies, so I think I can perform the burn right now. Very good, very good. Easy. And cut the engine. Okay, how is my trajectory? It's a strange trajectory. What happens if I perform this? Okay, this is hopefully the desired trajectory. Well, after we have arrived in our lunar orbit, we can still trim a little bit our orbit, but it's mostly important to be in some kind of polar orbit because, well, performing a slight inclination change is not a problem, but performing a significant inclination change is really problematic. And oh yeah, this is looking good, and we will get there in 3 hours. So I can at first insert this probe into the orbit around the moon before I have to perform the next maneuver with the Minmus Reconnaissance probe. So I can add a maneuver over there. And yeah, let's look over at the moon as we are approaching it. Very good, very good. Okay, easy, easy. How long? Only a few seconds. Only 30 seconds until we will have our encounter with the moon. This is good. Easy, easy. Okay, this is a beautiful view over to the moon. This is great. This is really great. And at which altitude I like to deploy my probe? Maybe 100 kilometers or so. The asteroid station is at 200 kilometers. Yeah, maybe. Or 70 kilometers. 70 kilometers could be a good as well. So yeah, I can prepare now my maneuver and easy. 85 kilometers. 79. Okay, I don't want to have the periapsis below 70 kilometers. Oh, this was a bit too much. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? This is somehow strange. Okay, periapsis 70 kilometers. This is good. Burn is coming up in 1 hour and 15 minutes. Very good. Last view over to... Oh, this is beautiful. We can see the Terminator on Kerbal. This is amazing. This is a great view. But yeah, we are now... Oh no, we have to focus on our arrival at the moon. That's cool. That's cool. It's always nice to approach in some kind of polar trajectory to a celestial body, because usually you are used to arrive in in a equatorial trajectory, and if you suddenly see the celestial body from this perspective, then it looks totally different, and this is always cool. This is always very exciting. And okay, now easy, 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 easy. So now we are getting closer to the moment that we can perform our lunar orbit insertion burn. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, the camera has shifted, so I think we are now in an orbit around the moon. We are now captured by the gravity of the moon. And easy, easy, easy. And stop. Very good. So, 79 by 69. Can I? If I perform something like this, would this... Yeah, very good. 70 kilometers by 78. So over here at the periapsis. Or maybe not. I'm not allowed to set a maneuver node. Okay, so in 7 minutes I just have to perform a small retrograde burn. Easy, easy. Okay, let's come to a stop. Let's turn retrograde. And... okay, a perfect... oh dang it, this was a bit too much. A perfect circular polar orbit around the moon. That's cool, that's cool. 70 by... yeah, that's amazing. Okay, can I set Kerbal as my target? No. But yeah, I think this is good. This is more or less a circular orbit. Well, can I... yeah, I think this is, I mean, a polar orbit. Okay, that's great, that's great. So now I can turn the scanner towards the surface of the moon. I can now deploy my scanner. Very good, very good. And now I can say, perform orbital survey. Okay, starting transmission. Okay, uploading the data. And warning, not enough electric charge. Done. Okay. Or 2.91% on average. Okay, so there is apparently... wait, I think I can see this as well. Okay. Wow. So where am I? I am down here. Here's... over here is a lot of ore. That's cool. So next up I have to launch another probe, and Okay, there is not so much. Okay, apparently inside these craters, are these craters? I think here, wait, can I, yeah, I think inside these craters isn't so much ore, and okay, with a cutoff of 50% we can really see the very rich places for some ore. That's cool. Unfortunately, how does it look like at the... No, this is the wrong direction. Okay, there's some ore down there at my moon base. That's cool. And well, this crater seems to be very good. But yeah, okay, so by doing something like this, we can really see or discover the very rich regions of the moon. That's cool. That's really cool. Okay, so we have scanned the moon. This is great. Now it's time to get over to, where is it? Our Minmus Reconnaissance mission. I am somehow not allowed to switch to it. Okay, that's strange. So, I think we have to get back to the Space Center. And do we have extract 900 units of ore from Minmus? Recover module Q FQC from orbit of Kerbal. What? Hadron left module in low Kerbal orbit. Recover it on Kerbal without damaging it too much. Okay, sounds interesting. Sounds really interesting. Rescue Bubble Kerbal from orbit of Kerbal. At some point I really like to perform these rescue missions. Is there anything else? Okay, I have to think about this extract 900 units of ore from Minmus because well, we do have active. We have performed temperature scans of Ike. This will maybe next episode or so build a new orbital station around Minmus, so this is cool. And well, build a new surface outpost on the moon, so it would be more useful to have extract ore from the moon mission to combine this. Position satellite in a tundra orbit around Kerbal. This is also interesting. I think we will launch the satellite soon or so. How much time do we have left? 7 years, 4 years, 3 years, 1 year. Okay, we do have enough time. I don't think I will really accept a new contract. Well, at some point I really like to do these rescue missions. This is also cool. And yeah, okay. Well, the my Minmus Reconnaissance mission is here. The maneuver is coming up in 6 hours. Well, I think I will leave it there, and I think we will arrive with our Minmus Reconnaissance mission in the next episode at Minmus, because this episode is already getting quite lengthy. And so in this case, I think I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you had some fun, and I hope you will be joining me in the next episode when we, as I said, will scan Minmus for ore and will analyze Minmus to see the ore distribution down on this moon. And yeah, so in this case, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Abby. See you!